Hey y'all. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm recording this video, but I can't sleep and so I have to get it out. Um, so this is Shan. Usually you would get a video from me regarding story time with Shan. And that's still forthcoming. But for now, I am recording something different that the Lord has been dealing with me about. For the past few nights, I have not been sleeping very well. It's just because there's truly a lot on my mind with what the Lord has been dealing with me about. So I'm just going to go right into it. And this is unlike any video I've ever done, but I feel comfortable doing it simply because um, it's out there. Like everyone's talking about it, and God has even, begin to deal with me about it. So I feel like I'm in good company. So basically, what I'm going to be talking about in this video is hidden treasure. So, about in August is my birthday month, and so I always fast the first 3 days of my birthday month just because that's a tradition that I just, started a few years ago to kind of like start off my birthday month the right way and just have that expectation of what God is going to do for the new year with me. So, this particular birthday month, though, I decided to fast every 3 days of that month. So, every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I went on a fast, a 3-day fast. So, the second week of my fast, I wake up pretty early in the morning sometimes to pray. And so this particular morning, I woke up early and I prayed. And as I was getting ready to lay back down, because it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't have to be up until later on to start getting ready for work. So I laid back down. And as I was laying down, I decided to listen to my audio Bible. So I was listening to it and just kind of like mindlessly listening, trying to listen, but when you're in that place of you're still sleepy, so you're falling asleep, and once you start listening to the Bible, yeah, you're truly going to fall asleep, but it's going to be good sleep because you prayed, right? So that's where I was. I was just kind of like letting the Bible kind of like lull me back to sleep. And as I was like half listening and half sleeping, I heard the word hidden treasure. And it jumped out at me in such a way that it kind of like jolted me out of my sleep. Like, wait, what? What was that? And so I got up and I paused the Bible, and there was like, it was reading from Isaiah. And I think it was Isaiah 45. I don't know exactly where right now, but I'll link it in the description when I'm done. So I was reading the Bible, audio Bible was like reading from the book of Isaiah, and the phrase hidden treasure jumped out at me. And I remember saying out loud, God, I don't know what that is, but I need to tap into that. I don't know what made me say it, but it was just the way that it jumped out at me, and it hit my spirit, that it just made me want to like partner with that word. And as Dr. Alexis would say, I felt a wind on that. And so I just decided to say out of my mouth, God, I don't know what that means, but I want to, tap into that, right? And so I went back to sleep, didn't think about it. And I forgot it. Honestly, I just forgot about it. Went back to sleep, woke up, got ready for work. I think it was the following day that I was getting ready for work. And usually, when I'm getting ready for work, I'm always listening to something, whether it's a podcast or some type of video on some type of teaching, something. And so, I don't know, within the last few months, I discovered this girl by the name of Camille. And you guys know Camille and her husband Sean. And so I had been listening to videos by Camille. And I don't remember what Camille's video title was. I think it was something to do with wealth transfer. And I just decided to listen to it that day. And I was kind of mindlessly listening because I was kind of like walking in and out of the room, getting ready, trying to like get out of the house. But something told me to replay the video from the beginning and kind of really tune in and listen. And then I heard clearly out of Camille's mouth, it was her first video that she did about wealth transfer. And she mentioned the phrase hidden treasure. And I said, oh my God, yes. So, of course, that sparked my interest. And so I really like paid attention to what she was talking about. And she was talking about how God had been giving her a dream or had given her a dream about the hidden treasure. And she was talking about the wealth transfer. And she started talking about cryptocurrency. I was like, okay, what is that? I mean, I've heard about cryptocurrency as far as Bitcoin is concerned, but I didn't really know anything much about it. And it was definitely foreign to me. So I listened to her video, but it just kind of like gave me that, when you hear something and you know it's not you, and then you get that confirmation, it was like that jolt of, confidence, like, okay, God, this is something that you want me to pay attention to. And this is something that has never happened to me before. Like, I've never had an experience where I heard a phrase and then I heard it again and I knew that was God trying to confirm something to me. Like, that had never happened. So I knew that my fast was being honored. And so this was something that God wanted me to look into. And so I started to look into it, and not really going really hard after it, but just kind of looking into it to see exactly what it meant. And I think I started like researching all of the different places in the Bible where it talks about hidden treasure and stuff like that, and just not really going really hard after it, but just kind of like, just piquing my curiosity a little bit and studying it here and there, okay? So time went on, and then more and more people started coming out with videos about a wealth transfer. Mac Praise is another person that I listened to, and then he started talking about his dreams and the words that God had given him, and it was just further solidifying that this was something that God wanted me to look into. I didn't really know where to start, what to do. Cryptocurrency is like, it's a foreign language, I didn't really know anything about it. I knew about, like I said, Bitcoin, but I didn't even know, like, in the world of cryptocurrency, what all that meant. Like, I didn't know what any of it meant. So anyways, I would just listen to the different videos that they would put out all the time. And it just kind of like continued to fuel my faith and my curiosity. And so I would just like look into things here and there. I think I ended up downloading a couple of the cryptocurrency apps and, investing in some things, not really knowing what I was doing. Didn't have any idea what I was doing. Just kind of like watching YouTube videos and trying to figure it out through other people, kind of getting frustrated along the way too, because I didn't really quite understand what I was investing in. If I'm completely honest, I was very money driven. I saw I saw the opportunity of what could come. And so I was just, my thought was, let me just get in just in the event that I do become a millionaire overnight. You know what I mean? Not really knowing what I was doing, not understanding. And so I went on this, like, I would say quest. Once I realized that, okay, Shan, you're kind of becoming all about the money. There's more to this than just the money. What else is God trying to get across to you. So I started seeking God. I started praying. I started really seeking God every day. And I honestly felt closer to God than I'd ever felt or I had felt in a long time. And so I think I did that for a solid 2 weeks, right? After 2 weeks, something happened. I don't remember what it was. Something devastating happened. And it kind of just like knocked me off my game. And I became discouraged. I literally didn't care about the crypto thing anymore. I mean, I cared about it, but at the same time, I didn't want to give any more energy to it. I didn't want to, I was just like, if this is meant for me, then it'll just be. If I miss it, I miss it. That was the attitude I took on. If it's meant for me, it'll be for me. But if it's not, whatever. You know what I mean? I was just I didn't want to be bothered, So I kind of just, didn't really pay much attention. But it seemed like every other day, Mac or Camille or Sean was putting out a video about what God had been speaking to them about. And I was seeing little signs and different things here and there. But I had become a little bit hardened to the process because I was just first of all, I don't understand this. It's kind of I had watched so many videos. It was information overload. And so it was just a combination of things that just made me just want to push it all away and say, I don't have time for this. Even though I'm broke, right? And I need the money, I was pushing it away and saying, I don't have time for this. Oh, it just became so stressful to me. It really did. It became stressful to me. And I was like, God, this is not what I want. I don't want what should be a blessing to become stressful to me. So I would much rather just put this away and put this down than to continue. You know what I mean? So that's what I decided to do. And for a long time, I didn't pick it back up or anything. I didn't, I would watch the videos that Mac or Sean or Camille would put out, and I would watch other videos here and there. But for a long time, I just grew weary of it. I grew weary of hearing about it. I don't think I went onto YouTube as much because it seemed like so many people were talking about crypto and Shiba, and it was just constant, and it was overwhelming. It seriously became overwhelming for me. So I just stopped, okay? I just stopped. And so I'm going to end the video here just because I don't want this to be too long, whereas I can't upload it. And then I'm going to do a part 2 to continue with what happened after that. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video.